For more than 3 decades, a family of yellow-skinned cartoon characters has been making us laugh, cringe, and, even more bizarrely, glimpse the future. The Simpsons, America's longest-running sitcom, was never meant to predict reality. It's one thing to satirize society. It's another to seemingly forecast the course of history. From Kamala Harris's rise to political power and Donald Trump's presidency to Nobel Prize winners, sports victories, pandemics, and even technological revolutions, The Simpsons appears to have a knack for anticipating what's coming next. Fans have long joked about the writers owning a time machine. Some say it's luck. Others say it's genius-level social observation. But with each new event eerily mirroring the show's storylines, it's hard not to wonder, how could a cartoon possibly be this prescient? A future foreshadowed. Kamala Harris and Lisa Simpson. In the summer of 2024, American politics took a sharp turn when President Joe Biden announced he would not seek re-election. With the field open, Vice President Kamala Harris stepped into the spotlight, seeking to secure the Democratic nomination and make history as the first female U.S. president. As the news broke, social media lit up with an odd observation. In a 2000 Simpsons episode titled Bart to the Future, Lisa Simpson assumes the presidency. Standing at the podium in her first address to the nation, she wears a purple suit jacket, her signature white pearl necklace, and matching pearl earrings. Fast forward 2 decades, Kamala Harris appeared at the 2021 inauguration of Biden-Harris in an almost identical purple outfit, with similar pearls adorning her neck and ears. Fans could not believe their eyes. Was Lisa Simpson foreshadowing Kamala Harris? Or was this a surreal coincidence amplified by meme culture? Longtime Simpsons producer Al Jean didn't help debunk the theory. Instead, he tweeted, "I'm proud to be part of this prediction." Now, as Harris's campaign heats up, the world waits to see if Lisa Simpson's animated presidency really did set the stage for Harris's real-life ascent to the Oval Office. But this is far from the only time The Simpsons has brushed up against reality. President Donald Trump, a joke that became real. Back in 2000, when Bart to the Future aired, the idea of Donald Trump as president was so absurd it was a perfect satirical gag. In the episode, Lisa says her administration is dealing with quite a budget crunch from President Trump. At the time, Trump was known as a flamboyant real estate mogul and reality TV star, not a serious political figure. Yet in 2016, America watched in shock as Trump won the presidency. Even more surreal, in a 2015 Simpsons episode, a background gag features a Trump 2024 campaign sign, years before Trump confirmed his intention to seek a second term. Was this all wild luck? Or a sign that the writer saw something in Trump's public persona long before anyone else did? Super Bowl shockers. 3 predictions, 3 wins. Predicting the outcome of a single Super Bowl is hard enough. The Simpsons did it 3 times in a row. In 1992's Lisa the Greek, Lisa correctly picks the Washington Commanders to defeat the Buffalo Bills in Super Bowl 26. In real life, Washington went on to win the game. The writers later updated the episode for reruns, changing Lisa's pick to reflect new matchups. Dallas over Buffalo in Super Bowl 27. Again correct. Then Dallas over Buffalo once more in Super Bowl 28. Correct again. Fans and sports analysts alike were stunned. Could this really be dumb luck? Or were Simpsons writers tapping into something uncanny about the NFL's dynamics? Curling gold at the Olympics. In Boy Meets Curl, 2010, Homer and Marge discover a talent for curling and improbably lead Team USA to victory over Sweden at the Vancouver Olympics. At the time, the idea of Americans dominating in curling seemed laughable. The U.S. had never won Olympic gold in the sport. But in 2018, reality caught up when Team USA's men's curling team stunned the world by defeating Sweden and taking home gold. FIFA's dark side exposed. In You Don't Have to Live Like a Referee, 2014, Homer is recruited as a World Cup referee and quickly becomes embroiled in FIFA corruption. A year later, real-world FIFA officials were arrested in a sweeping corruption scandal that rocked international soccer, adding another layer of eeriness. The episode depicts Germany defeating Brazil in a World Cup match. In the Rio 2014 tournament, Germany crushed Brazil 7-1 in the semifinals before winning the championship. A Nobel Prize winner called Years Ahead. In Elementary School Musical 2010, Milhouse bets that Finnish economist Bengt Holmstrom will win the Nobel Prize for Economics. In 2016, Holmstrom actually received a Nobel for his work on contract theory, FaceTime and smartwatches before they existed. In Lisa's Wedding 1995, Lisa calls Marge using a video phone. Back then, video calling existed only in science fiction. In 2010, Apple's FaceTime made it mainstream. Later in the same episode, Lisa's fiancé talks into his wristwatch. Almost 2 decades later, smartwatches became a reality. COVID-19 and killer bees. In Marge in Chains 1993, a virus called Osaka flu spreads through Springfield after workers in Japan cough into packages. Adding to the surrealism, a crate of killer bees is accidentally unleashed. In 2020, COVID-19 swept across the globe, followed by reports of invasive murder hornets in the U.S. Bill Oakley, a writer for the episode, reacted to fans on Twitter. Okay, fine, I guess we did predict it. A Nobel Prize winner called Years Ahead. In Elementary School Musical 2010, Milhouse bets that Finnish economist Bengt Holmstrom will win the Nobel Prize for Economics. In 2016, Holmstrom actually received a Nobel for his work on contract theory, FaceTime and smartwatches before they existed. In Lisa's Wedding 1995, Lisa calls Marge using a video phone. Back then, video calling existed only in science fiction. In 2010, Apple's FaceTime made it mainstream. Later in the same episode, Lisa's fiancé talks into his wristwatch. Almost 2 decades later, smartwatches became a reality. COVID-19 and killer bees. In Marge in Chains 1993, a virus called Osaka flu spreads through Springfield after workers in Japan cough into packages. Adding to the surrealism, a crate of killer bees is accidentally unleashed. In 2020, COVID-19 swept across the globe, followed by reports of invasive murder hornets in the U.S. Bill Oakley, a writer for the episode, reacted to fans on Twitter. Okay, fine, I guess we did predict it. Why the Simpsons predictions keep coming true? Coincidence or something deeper? As we look back on over 3 decades of Simpsons, it's impossible to ignore its eerie track record of predicting the future. For example, the show's prediction of video calling and smartwatches wasn't magic. It was the writers extrapolating from existing trends. In 1995, video calling was experimental and clunky, so perhaps the predictions are less prophecy and more clever observation. Think of it like a dartboard. If you throw enough darts, say 150,000 individual jokes, eventually a few are going to hit the bullseye. Could this still be chance? Or is there more to it?